for the lateness of this video. I've had a lot of stuff going on today and I didn't have the time to actually sit down and record a video. Like this afternoon has been hectic and the week and like this week in general has been hectic. So yeah, I've only really just got around to actually recording this video. But when I woke up this morning, I saw that we got a Doctor Sleep trailer and I was not expecting it. It's like I remember reading an article a few months back about the announcement how they're actually making a Doctor Sleep movie and it's going to be coming to theaters. And if you're not familiar with Doctor Sleep, like I've not read the book, but I've done research on it since the announcement and all that, is that this is actually the sequel to The Shining, and The Shining is a movie that I love. Here's Johnny. Love that line. So, I mean, I'm definitely excited for Doctor Sleep. Like I said, I haven't read the novel Doctor Sleep. I mean, I'm a huge Stephen King fan. I cannot wait for It Chapter 2. I'm a huge fan of Stephen King's writing. I'm a huge fan of his movies. I feel like there's some really great movies out there. Shining is a perfect example of that, and the It mini series that is good, and 1408, they are all really great Stephen King movie adaptations. So making a Doctor Sleep, I think this could be interesting. I'm not going to say like hands down this is going to be great. I haven't even seen a trailer yet. I've read a few articles on the announcement at who it's going to be directed by and such, but I don't really know much about the book. I don't know much about the story besides it's a sequel to The Shining, and that immediately grabbed my attention because The Shining movie is one of my favorite Stephen King movies of all time. I love that movie. Starting a sequel, it could be interesting. It might not be as good as The Shining, but we also got a poster to Doctor Sleep. And if you actually look at the poster, it says Red Drum, which plays a big part in the first Shining movie. So that poster I really like. So yeah, I mean, like, I'm definitely excited for this. Like, I just want to click play and watch this trailer right now. So I don't really know what to expect from it. I feel like I'll wait to actually see the trailer for myself to actually give my thoughts because I'm not familiar with the story. All I know is it's a sequel. I'm not familiar with the story. I'm not sure if even the characters in the original novel or the original movie are going to return in this sequel. Huge Stephen King fan, so let's click play and watch the Doctor Sleep trailer. There we go, Red Drum.
Just talk to the kid.
You're magic, like me.
I need you to listen to me. The world's a hungry place. A dark place.
Hi there.
I only met 2 or 3 people like us. They died. When I was a kid, I bumped into these things.
Oh, okay, that makes sense now. Okay, right.
I don't know about magic. I always called it The Shining.
Holy shit. Oh, I love that trailer. Oh, that trailer has made my week. Oh, man, I cannot get over what I just watched. Like, everything is so clear now. Like, the kid that was in The Shining, like, he's all grown up, and now he's kind of like re-experiencing those events that happened in The Shining. Like, when he's all grown up now, he's kind of experiencing them when he's older now. And like I feel like that's a great approach to this story, and it ties in so well to that first Conjuring. We actually have an existing character that's kind of now like re-experiencing these events like as an adult. And when I was watching this trailer, like I did get some vibes that this was taking influence from Pet Cemetery and It, because if you just look at the story in general, I feel like it's very heavily inspired on It, on the newer version of on the new reincarnation of It that has recently happened. Because like if you look at what they're doing with It Chapter 2, like they're all grown up, and at first it was them as kids seeing Pennywise, and then in the second one they're all grown up. So I feel like that's what this film is doing. Like I said, I haven't read the book, so this might be what the book is about, but I can't. I'm just kind of just judging this on a trailer. But so and now in Doctor Sleep, he's all grown up. The kid from the Shining, he's all grown up, and he's now experiencing those events again. He's now seeing the red drum on the door, and I want to talk about that last shot because oh man, I have to talk about that last scene because basically like that door that you saw in The Shining where you know Johnny he put an axe through the door and he put his head from me. He said, "Here's Johnny." Like that scene, like he actually revisits that exact same door, and it's like the camera's like positioned in the exact same way as that original. Like I love the cinematography. I love it from a story standpoint. I love the directing, like just like the editing, the way this trailer is made is just so beautiful. I was smiling a lot when watching that trailer. And my mouth was slightly in gap as well, which that never happens. I'm just blown the hell out of the water at this trailer. This trailer is so well done. It definitely gets me excited. I cannot wait. And I feel like if you have not read the book, I feel like this trailer does give you a great understanding at the story that they're really approaching here. And I really got sucked into this trailer. Like how it kind of re-shows scenes from The Shining, and it really tells you that this is a direct sequel now. This kid's all grown up. And I love that story approach. I feel like just the story in this trailer, it's so well done. Just the way it's executed in the trailer is so well done. Like, I cannot get over this. Oh, man, like, I'm such a huge fan of The Shining, as in the movie. And now they're making a sequel which looks absolutely wild as hell. And I cannot wait to check this out. November 8th, I'll be seeing that theater being blown away at this movie. I cannot wait. That trailer gave me everything I want. And that was a full 2 minute and 51-second trailer. And oh man. Like I love everything about that trailer. Just like the cinematography, just the way it does it. It's a throwback to The Shining. It kind of like revisits like locations and scenes, and it's kind of like it's set back in the hotel as well, which I feel like that's a really great approach. It's like it's not only like that's another really great approach to the story, but just like from a character standpoint, this trailer is great. From a story standpoint, it is incredible. Like I cannot get over. I'm definitely gonna have to watch that trailer over and over again. I cannot get over what I just saw. Oh man, I'm not sure what you guys think of it, but I loved it. I feel like just being a fan of The Shining, Doctor Sleep. Like I said, this is in well directed hands. Whatever this guy is doing, he's doing an incredible job because he has done an incredible job directing some scenes in this. And also big props to the trailer editor here because he has done such a great job really throwing it back to The Shining and then kind of really throwing back to what the story of Doctor Sleep is. It's such a great approach to the story. If you're not familiar with the novel, this really, this basically tells you kind of. And it's just, oh man, there's so much to love in this trailer. Like this trailer has made my week. I have no words to really describe how great that trailer is. But yeah, to be real for a few seconds, there were definitely influences when watching. Like in the first couple, in like the first minute or so, I was a little bit confused that wait, what's happening here? But then like halfway, I was just like, this is so clear now. So I feel like you don't have to read the novel necessarily because this basically explains what the story is, and like and what it's a sequel to, and all that. I love that approach. And when you watch it, like you definitely get inspirations that this is influenced by Pet Cemetery and It. I feel like the story. I feel like it's heavily influenced by the new reincarnation of It, and like the first couple of seconds I felt like were influenced by Pet Cemetery. There's a scene in the woods where all these kids are just in line, and just like whole scene I was getting like a Pet Cemetery vibe, and just the whole story in general, it feels very It. So I mean, like, I have no complaints. I have no complaints with this trailer. What I just saw from just our first reaction standpoint here, I love it. I love it. No complaints here. I love it, trailer. I cannot wait. I'll be sitting in that theater day one watching this damn movie. Like I said, there's a lot of great horror movies coming out. We have It Chapter 2, we have Annabelle Comes Home, and now we have Doctor Sleep. Hell yes. Oh, man, I'm probably going to have to review The Shining before this movie comes out on my channel. Because, because The Shining is one of my favorite horror movies probably ever. So, I mean, I'm definitely, like, I don't even want another trailer because that trailer basically gave me what I wanted to see. And, like, they say it comes out in November, which is a few months away, but if another trailer does drop, I won't be watching it. Because I mean, I want to be seeing that video and being surprised. Like, first off, being a person who has not read the book and who's not really familiar with this story until I watch this trailer. But I love how this just ties into The Shining so well, and just the whole trailer in general. It's executed so well. And I mean, I've used that to describe a lot of things in this trailer. It is so well. But that's really honestly how I feel. This is a damn good trailer. This trailer has made my week. I did not know what to expect from this trailer. When I watched it, I was just like, I mean, I found myself smiling a lot throughout that trailer, and my mouth was slightly in gap, which very, very barely happens when I watch a trailer. Because when I watch a trailer, I'm just like, yeah, I'm excited. But this one, I was so engaged in it. Holy shit, was that trailer good? But anyways, guys, let me know down in the comments, what did you all think of the Doctor Sleep trailer? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you think it was meh? And are you excited for this movie? Are you excited it being a sequel to The Shining? Have you read the Doctor Sleep book? What did you think of that? And so anyways, guys, you'll leave all your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section down below. So anyways, guys, I hope to see you in the next video.